Hey, once again, I'm back. It's the uncle, and welcome to another episode of TUBARS. Listen, I know it's a little premature. I just gave y'all my J-Rock review for the Redemption Joint. If you did not peep that joint, you definitely need to go back and look at that joint. But the same night that joint dropped, I ain't even gonna hold you. I was waiting for Nasir Jones to come out. I was waiting for my man Nas to come out. It did not drop at 12. So a couple hours went past, I guess they was loading it up, doing whatever they had to do. I don't know where the little break in communication was, but it finally dropped, and I've been digging in that joint, and I'm going to tell y'all my thoughts on that joint. Nasir. Also, sneakily, the power couple, okay? I'm talking about Jay Z and Beyonce. When this joint hit, the world, the social media world just was going crazy. I seen it getting posted. The eight poop joint, the video, all this stuff was just getting posted everywhere. People love them so very much. They spend $200 to go see them. I don't know if I'll be able to do that. That's a bit steep. But in any case, everybody loves Jay Z and Beyonce. So I definitely had to dig into this Everything Is Love joint. I'm going to give y'all my thoughts on that a little later in the show. But I still was able to grab some other stuff that's worth mentioning. This girl, Tierra Whack, I'm telling you, man, y'all definitely, this one right here, she's going to go down in history in music, I'm sure. She's very creative. She put out this Whack World album, and I'm going to tell you, it is 15 minutes. Great for the attention span of today's listeners, because you boys only want to watch something, for 5 seconds, which, I could look at my videos and see that. But in any case, this Whack World joint, first off, the cover art just stands out. Every track on this joint is like 1 minute, 2 minutes long. It covers so much. She's very knowledgeable, socially. She's very knowledgeable in regards to her heritage and how we're viewed. This album is just so good. I don't know if you can call it an album, because the tracks is only like 1 minute long, but it's just a nice body of work, and it's very artful, very creative. Tierra Whack, she has a bright future out here. And listen, my man from across the way, Frankie with the grippers, Frank with the grippers, Frank with the grippers gone. However you want to label my homie, this Quite Frankly Volume 1, this album, very solid. Nice body of work. I'm sure y'all saw the Southside video on a couple past shows. I love that single by my man. And he got this track with my man Cree Forge. This Diamond in the Rough track is dope. He got another nice smooth joint that I've been getting some enjoyment out of. The So Gone joint featuring Rel. That Volume 1, Quite Frankly, dope. And also, my man Locksmith and Apollo Brown. This joint ain't really getting the credit that I think that it deserves. This No Question album. It's like eight songs, if I'm not mistaken, 8 or 9 tracks, if I'm not mistaken. But it covers a lot. We all know my man Locksmith always got something to say. I didn't really get through the whole joint, but about 4 or 5 tracks in, I'm digging that joint. Then we got, again, Apollo Brown has been working so hard. The Brown tape by him and Ghostface Killer. The production on this joint, Ghostface chose some dope beats from my man Apollo Brown. And I've been digging in that joint, giving it a couple one-overs. Ghostface still got it, so please, y'all, I'm telling you, man, it's some good hip-hop out here. Sometimes I just got to take the extra step just to find it. Stop complaining that it's no good hip-hop out here. And on a sad note, I'm going to be honest, I wasn't a big fan of this guy. I never really listened to a lot of his music. I tried, because I try to listen to everything, but I couldn't really get into Xnation or XXXnation, whatever, however you pronounce his name. I'm not really sure, but it was concerning once I learned about his death, in Miami, and I just wanted to come on here and just say, youth or whatever age you are, we out here You know what I mean? All of us as human beings, just trying to prosper and just trying to do things. And I know everybody has their run-ins with the law or whatever the case may be, or the different ways people are perceived. And I don't know this young man, don't really know much about him, but it was just sad to see, you know, a young kid, you know, and I have kids his age, you know, murdered out here and killed, and you know, the comments and how it took social media by storm. It's very concerning, y'all. And I'm just asking, you know, for us as a worldwide people to just, you know, let's try to stop murdering and killing each other, y'all. Sad day, you know, for a lot of people. The other day when this young kid was gunned down, and you know, I just feel for the families, everybody that's involved. It not only does it take him away from his family, but I'm sure with the person that's responsible, when they finally get caught, then they go to jail or whatever. Now they're taken away from their family, so it affects us as a whole, as a community, and I'm talking about a worldwide community. So in the hip hop community, you know, I just wanted to just say my little piece. I'll be back after these messages.
West Side, nigga. The family. CBL. City of brotherly love. Condos, boats, and lairs. Cavalli, Bergdorf, Louis. Check me out, right? Look, tell them biting niggas I'ma need my style back. 1,000 for the washcloth set, that's a towel rack. I had to let y'all know what that costs. And dressing out my Louis pants the only time I slacks off. Yeah, I just murdered that bar. Been in the cut with the lines like a surgical scar. Bunch of rappers pissed I'm back. How y'all gonna be mad at me? My bars wildfire like a California tragedy. From Haiti, yes, I'm paying them monthly. Found a to marry him so he could stay in the country. Scuba diving in Belize, yeah, the feeling scary. I really saw marine life without the military. We really about the action, they just talk more. Diamonds remarkable like a chalkboard. VVS diamonds when I spend cash. Let me teach you about these stones, nigga, this a gym class. Money on that Cartier, I'm talking to Dub. Face light up like these when I walk in the club. See my nigga Evo with me, keep that thing in the tuck. We spent money on the plenty bang for my buck. Whoa, 2 days, 3 nights, 100 stack earner. Put the to your spine, nigga, that's a back burner. We them West Philly CBL street niggas. If you ain't drinking Louis 13th, it's cheap liquor. Bottles at a time, nigga, no spot limit me. I keep a couple bands up in close proximity. Reminiscing about these broads, I remember Amelia. She kept my Gucci sweater just for memorabilia. Look, we don't do no cuffing, we just nail thoughts. She visit me, I let her in just like a mailbox. No matter how bad, I still get them to slide. They wanna rub elbows like when you get a massage. Look, they give it up quick, cause they know the man worthy. I have girlies on they back like a Rams jersey. She know I got the Bucks piling. I keep calling me like she butt dialing. Up in 5th Ave, I let her pick any 3. As far as sacks, I blew notes like Kenny G. I don't play about the splurging, man, for real. Ripping up receipts the only time I split the bill. Yeah, it's the nigga with the fly bars. Cop vehicles like the squad car, dashboard, zebra wood, bunch of new features. Threw some paper at them like a substitute teacher. They can't see me on these lines, nigga, Mason Dixon. Like the movie Rocky, I'm just chasing chicken, trapping loud pack until there's millions in the stash. Like carbon monoxide, made a killing with the gas west.
Hey, once again, I'm back, and listen. This is the second segment of TUBARS, alright? If you did not know that, then, you know, I don't know what y'all been watching for the past couple of weeks or whatever. But, Nas, I mean, we was waiting at 12, you know what I mean? They was sending out the little memes. The joint didn't drop, you know, as soon as people wanted it to drop. You know, I was waiting for the joint to come out. I ain't even gonna hold you. Nasir, alright? We know Nas's track record. He has classics under his belt. Queensbridge representative, been around for a very long time. Some beefs back in the day, him and Jay Z, going at it. Him and Prodigy, they mended everything. Everything's been good. He got, Illmatic, Stillmatic, Nostradamus. God's Son. His track record or catalog speaks for itself. You know what I mean? He was not saying he's been on a hiatus, but I guess when you start to get a little bit more wise or a little bit more up there in the hip hop world, these young kids don't really know how to listen. So why not put together a 7-song EP with Kanye West, who is socially engulfed in everything that that society is bringing to the forefront via social media or via media or via whatever, however you want to get whatever you need to get. All right, so Nasir, I'ma hop right in. It begins with a track featuring Puff Daddy called Not For The Radio. The beat, it kind of gets you at the beginning. It tells you that we're about to begin this joint a little strong. He had the Hate Me Now joint with Puff. I think that's what. Yeah, You Could Hate Me Now. With Puff years ago. Back then I was wondering why he teamed up with Puff at that point, and I did the same thing here. Puff does a lot of screaming and stuff in the background, and I get it. I know the message that they're trying to bring across. It talks to things that will not really be promoted because of the truth behind it, because of the history that Nas is trying to portray. I love that, it's not for the radio. The radio won't play it, basically, because they have something to say, and they're just trying to teach the youth. And it's definitely, nothing wrong with trying to teach people stuff, but the radio won't play it. The media won't put it out there. So from the beginning, as far as that song is concerned, I'm like, okay, I'm feeling it. Then we get into Cop Shot the Kid. All right, now Cop shot the kid, cop shot the kid, cop shot the kid, cop shot. All right. At the beginning, I'm like, bet this joint is bringing me in. You know what I'm saying? Yay with the production. Cop shot the kid. You know what I mean? Now again, I know the concept. I love after the Little Richard Pryor skit. About how black folks get treated a little unfairly. I dig all of that. And I love the fact that they're trying to bring awareness to, these cop killings and things of that nature. But the issue that I have with this particular track is, first off, you don't need that cop shot the kid going all the way through the track. You know what I mean? Nas always got something to say, always got bars. You know what I mean? His wordplay, his rhyme schemes are always there. But it's just in this production, I started to get, at the beginning it drew me, but then I started to get a little tired of that same old loop going through the whole track. Now, Kanye West, him rapping on this joint, I was very impressed. I don't know who's penning, I don't know if he's penning or whatever, but I was impressed. And he sticks along with the concept of that track. Police shooting black men down. All right, I like that. I like the concept. I won't say that the beat started to get on my nerves after a while. And then if you want to talk about something starting to get on my nerves, let's get into this White Label track. Again, the beat grabs you from the beginning. But be honest with me, y'all. Listeners, be honest. Does the beat not overpower this track? His lyrics? Like, I literally hear the beat all over top of Nas's lyrics. We listen to Nas for lyrics, his lyrical content, the way that he delivers the flow. And it just seemed like Kanye was just trying to overpower, or whoever the engineer did has the beat overpowering White Label. So, the track, not a bad track, but I just wish I could hear. I wish it was just leveled out better. Bonjour, featuring Tony Williams. I can tell you, I love the groove on this track. Nice little brag rap. It covers some of the finer things in my man's life that he enjoys. Going places around the world, opened it up his eyes to a lot of the struggling and the poorness that is around the world. I love the fact that he brings that out. Even though he was able to travel, he's still seen some poor countries and things of that nature. And I love the fact that he's talking about, he wants his children, his next generation to enjoy, some of the finer things in life. So that track is actually okay. Then we get into Everything featuring Kanye and The Dream. It's like a 7-minute track, and I do dig this track. It talks to having everything but not really having nothing, and how you would change things if you was able to, if you had everything in your power to do that. It talks to the rumors that we embrace from social media, how we need to, don't listen to that. Talks to the injustices we face from infancy. Nas even talks about the little fiasco at Starbucks. Things trying to help out humanity. And The Dream sounds very, very good on this track. All right, then we get into Adam and Eve featuring The Dream again, and I like The Dream's voice. This is probably my favorite track on this album. The beat is so decent. If I can say decent, dope, whatever fun you want to make. That signature piano that Ye uses, you could kind of hear that in the past with him and the Jay Z John. Nas talks to, really why we listen to him and, how his life is enjoyable, dealing with women. The last verse kind of talks to his wisdom and learning from the leeches and those who are fake around him. So this track covers a whole lot. This is the standout track on this particular album to me. Then we get into Simple Things, which, I don't know, y'all. I could tell you, the beat didn't grab me, a bit too slow. I get it. It talks to choices he made in music, because he doesn't do what the radio pushes. He doesn't get, those pushes. The second verse talks to, his life gains and him being humble. But it is a little braggy in there when he talks about the properties and stuff. So I don't know. Is it Simple Things? Is he humble? Of course, I believe my man Nas is humble. You know what I mean? I guess it's just a play on words. But he wants his children to have no worries with just the simple things. But really, at the end of the album, this is not a good song in my opinion. So you can just skippies that song. I never had a skippies at the end. Maybe I did have a skippies at the end. But I'm going to rate this. I'm going to get off of y'all nerds. Nas, you my man, I love you. I have everything that you have ever made. You are one of hip-hop's best. But in regards to this Nasir jump, it's not horrible, but it's not that good either. I gotta get this jump. My cousin, that's just a 3 out of 5 stars. It's not bad, but it's not good. I'll be back after these messages.
Yeah. Mitch Lakes. Look, don't risk your life with these killers, they got nothing to lose. Streets took his soul, he thinking he got something to prove. The trap booming, finessing Uber while I'm in school, bagging pretty expensive taste, that's nothing new. Skin tone, favorite Lauren, body tone amazing. If I was stuck in the street, she said that wouldn't phase her. Then would she try to change it? Nah, it ain't a problem, I'm asking, cause if she would, I might take that knee like I'm Colin. Married to the game, debating on if I should divorce her. Bad, but that bag be looking gorgeous. Been aboard before Gordon, you kinda niggas ain't important. Imposters ain't hard to point out, they fake, them niggas know it. Pull a gun out, my nigga, you better use it. Phony rappers rhyming, before you fix your lips to diss, I pray to God before you do it. You tough behind your song, don't be so quick to get a shooter, act hard. Softer than ramen noodles, who you fooling, nigga? One chance, one shot, you get one life to live. Whether you like it or not, this the advice I give. Pick up that Glock, make sure you think about that consequence. 6 feet deep, and you know what that other option is. One chance, one shot, you get one life to live. Whether you like it or not, this the advice I give. Pick up that Glock, make sure you think about that consequence. 6 feet deep, and you know what that other option is. The more money we make, the more we think about it. We love it, once we get it, we can never have enough of it. Suffer, never surrender, surveillance, stay undercover. Umbrella straight out the ghetto. Bullets raining, no naming, shots ring off, we heard the echoes. 50 hollow clips, foot up his 10, thought it was Metro. Niggas built for the sidewalk, not equipped for the streets though. Heard he got it cheap, but now that Reaper at his front door. Looking to collect and his connect just lost respect for him. Still wish the best for him, told him what happened. He pulled up, he had a vest on. Strapped with a matte black piece made out of Teflon. Hey yo, Mitch Lakes, I find it crazy how you slept slept on, no time to get your rest on. When you play roulette, you never know the number next, no more regrets. Instead of overthinking, double down and place your bet. Just believe in yourself, cause once you pull that trigger, you can't take it back. One chance, one shot, you get one life to live. Whether you like it or not, this the advice I give. Pick up that Glock, make sure you think about that consequence. 6 feet deep, and you know what that other option is. One chance, one shot, you get one life to live. Whether you like it or not, this the advice I give. Pick up that Glock, make sure you think about that consequence. 6 feet deep, and you know what that other option is. One chance, one shot, you get one life to live. Whether you like it or not, this the advice I give. Pick up that Glock, make sure you think about that consequence. 6 feet deep, and you know what that other option is.
Hey, once again, I'm back, and yes, Jay Z and Beyonce are back also. Sneakily, but are back. Now, we know, power couple, 300 hours just to sit in the 60th row when you go see them. You know, I've known people that paid $1,000 to go see them, so, you know, of course, that'll be an experience that I never participate in. But in any case, we all know their track record. I mean, Sean Carter. Really? I mean, do we really need to run down, you know, the ball who started out with the Reasonable Doubt and now, you know, he went up to the 444? B. I mean, come on. Sasha Fierce, Lemonade. You know, people have tried to come at this couple and try to, you know, down talk the love or the relationship that they have. And through all of these years, they have fought through and, you know, worked together, and they're building a family now, you know, with a few children. They're very, very wealthy. You know, it's a difference between being rich and being wealthy. They are wealthy, okay? Kids will have old money. They have new money, but children will have old money, okay? And when they get together artistically, a lot of times people, I won't say they take it for granted, because they have had some successes, you know, with Bonnie and Clyde and all of that. But I don't think the music minds really appreciate what J and B have to offer. So me going into this, just looking at the way they've been successful throughout their careers, you know, in whatever way you think they went about getting where they're at, both of them coming together collectively for a full project, I was very intrigued and interested to see how this thing was going to turn out with them being in love. So now we have Everything Is Love. We have, production by Boy Wonder. You got, of course, Pharrell. You have Cool and Dre, who I love so much. They don't get the credit that they deserve. My man Illmind is actually a little bit teamed up on this joint. And it begins with a nice track called Summer. All right? Nice little soulful beat from the start. You know, Beyonce singing about love, you know, and making love in the summertime. And so it gives you a really good feel from the start. This song just embraces their love for each other and how it's going to last forever. So from the beginning, I'm in. You know, the critics, y'all can shut up. We're in love. This is what we do. We're going to go out, lay out on the beach, and we're going to do whatever we want to do, even though you can't do that because paparazzi will be everywhere. But in any case, the song is actually good. Then we get into the single, 8 Poop. Yeah, I'm going to say poop. 8 Poop, Dookie, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I'm not saying the other word. But in any case, I think this track is produced by none other than Pharrell. We know it's a single. You hear the Migos at the start. I do appreciate the fact that Jay touches on, you know, not needing to do certain things to please the masses. He talks not needing to do the Super Bowl, you know what I mean? He said that the Super Bowl really needs him. And they can both still make the crowd, you know, go wild. They can make the crowd go 8 Poop. You know what I mean? With just their presence or them coming out on the stage or whatever the case may be. You know, again, it just sounds like a single. It's not a track that I would particularly prefer, but it's a single, you know, so we're gonna make some money. Then we got Boss, and on this track, honestly, I'm not really feeling Jay's flow, you know what I mean? I don't really dig the production on this track either. I do like the fact that Jay talks to dudes not wanting to work with him, not, you know, for whatever reasons, you know what I mean? They put up the front like they on a boss level or boss status, and they not really, up to his level, which he is definitely a boss, and his wife is a boss. I gotta give him credit for that. And Beyonce talks about her boss status too. So, that track, it's not horrible, but, I wasn't really feeling it, to be honest with you. Just from both of them, I just expect a little bit more. Then we got Nice. Now, this beat and chorus from the beginning, it grabbed me. And Jay Z's flow on this joint is just dope. You know what I mean? He's saying something on this track. The contrast in the chorus, I could do anything, but you really can't. Yeah, you got all that money, you can do anything, but, sometimes you can't, for whatever reasons. You hear the flow that everyone is doing on this track, but for some reason, coming from Jay Z, it just sounds different. Lyrically, it's different. So I actually really, really dig that Nice track. Then we get into my favorite track on this whole album, 713. I mean, come on, y'all. Produced by Cool and Dre. This beat just freaking bangs, man. This is hip hop finally on this album. It's again, highlight for me. My favorite track. Nice homage to Beyonce's hometown. A dope story, of my man Jay, his patience that he had. You know what I mean? Trying to get with Bay. I love the story. He even says, how salty her old dude it probably is. I'm sure, the boy that she left. Now when he looks at her, he's probably very, very salty. The love is strong with him. He shouts out like women who stay with men even though we really ain't doing what we supposed to be doing. I love this song, yo. This song is just so freaking dope, man. I rewinded the joint a couple of times just because of what it was saying, and it's a nice homage to the Texans down there too, you know what I mean? Then we got Friends. This song just speaks to the different things you do for your friends, the things that brings friends together. It talks fake friends, not letting your true friends down. His friendship with Beyonce, she talks her friendship with him. She talks, real friends pray for you. They stand behind you with whatever, whatever goals you're trying to chase, whatever you're trying to do in life, true friends are going to be there. So that's actually a really, really good track. I mean, we've heard tracks like this before. Don't get it twisted. I'm not saying it like it's something groundbreaking and new, but it is a very, very good track because you lose a lot of friends in that industry, with the status, how big you start to get, you know what I mean? Got me over here sweating, but whatever. Then we got Black Effect. Now the concept behind this track is just so strong, you know what I mean? The questions at the beginning, of love, the different parts of love, the different kinds of love, the different ways you could love, what makes love strong. If you've watched my reviews in the past, love, you know what I mean? Love is just good. The world needs it, you know what I mean? My man Jay Z talks, things that he has or represents that influence black culture. And you know how a lot of people really hate what's black, hate when you stand for black pride or black power. The one drawback in this particular track, in my opinion, is the chorus. When Beyonce with her ad libs in the chorus, like in the back when he starts to say the chorus, it was a little unnecessary to me. And B, she talks like how no matter where they go, they good. How they stand for anything that really promotes black power. And the black effect, the effect that black people or black culture or things that represent people with color, how it affects the world. The song is okay, you know what I mean? I love the premise. Again, it's not a song that's going to wow you, but I do love what it's saying. Love Happy, they go back and forth about being in love. They talk a few personal things on this track, and how they're still together. I do dig the fact that a husband and wife can overcome the odds and, put together a nice body of work. But for what they both have to offer, I was just expecting a little bit more from Beyonce and Jay, a little bit more creativity. A little bit more of original flows. You know, they kind of took on what's happening in the music industry, which a lot of people are doing. But you know, for me, as long as I've been listening to music, as long as I've been listening to hip hop, you know, I just be wanting a little bit more creativity and not doing what the masses is doing. So I'm gonna rate this album, y'all. I'm gonna get off of y'all nerves. When it comes to Everything Is Love, my cousin, another 3 out of 5 stars, y'all. Come on, man, we gotta start making some classics, man. We got to. Thank y'all for watching TUBARS. Peace.